Happy Friday, my good old friends of YouTube. I got my water right here, got my coffee right here as well, which I ran out of creamer, by the way, and I actually put way too much freaking maple syrup in here. By the way, if you guys didn't know, that's actually a decent alternative to creamer. If you all have maple syrup, I got mine, I think, from Costco, wherever the heck I got it from. Use it as creamer. Try it out. It's actually pretty good, but I put way too much in here, and it's too dang sweet, but I'm still going to drink it. It is what it is. Cheers, guys. So in this video, we're going to break down 5 oversold stocks that I'm looking at right now. We'll break down the charts, my thoughts, and full disclosure, I'm not in any of these stocks right now, but I am considering them here in the short term. So if y'all find value, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. And guys, don't forget to follow me on X at Stas Talk Stocks, and don't forget to also get your free stocks for Moomoo, up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Check out the links down below. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, cheers for me and my sweet old freaking maple syrup coffee here, guys, and let's dive into it. So it's currently about 1 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have all the indexes up pretty nicely today, especially the Russell. The Russell's up 2.5%, the Nasdaq's up 0.4%, the S&P's up 0.7%, and we have the Dow Jones up over 0.8% after completely exploding yesterday. You guys probably saw that. The Dow was up, I think, 1.5% yesterday, and now it's up another 300 points, and let's be honest, it's getting a bit stretched. I mean, guys, look at the Dow here. It has gone up pretty much in a straight line ever since the beginning of November, end of October. It is up, let's see, about 4,000 points, 12% up move for the Dow Jones in the past month. That is unbelievable. So as the stock market is getting a bit stretched, I want to go over here 5 stocks that are pretty oversold that could have some more upside. And we're going to run through these pretty quickly, guys, so make sure you all pay attention. The first one is ticker symbol PARA, also known as Paramount Global. This stock is now up around 9% on the day, so it is up a good chunk on the day right now, but it's still way under the highs from a couple of months ago where it hit $24 per share. That was early in May, so this is one that is still very beaten down considering, again, the highs were $24 a couple of months ago. And if you guys look at the charts here, this is starting to reverse. It has been over the past couple of weeks. We were in a downtrend for a good couple of months, and once we started to hit the middle of November, man, this thing started to break out. You guys can see we had earnings come out, it looks like, in the beginning of November, which prompted a huge breakout, followed by a little bit of a pullback there. And again, since the middle of November, we've been taking off yet again. Now we're pushing the mid-high 15s, and it's clear that we're above the highs from, it looks like, the end of August, where we hit about $15. That broke today, which is good for the bulls, and obviously we're well above the highs from after earnings, where we hit about $14 per share. So Paramount Global, although it's pretty extended, you could argue, in the very short term here, in the long term, in the grand scheme of things, it is still oversold. It's still way beaten down considering the highs were $24 per share. So this one could have some more room to run, in my opinion, maybe up towards the $17 range in the short term, which was the high from the beginning of June all throughout the beginning of August. Maybe that's where we go next. And if that were to break, we have a wide open gap, which, don't get it twisted, guys, this won't happen in a couple of days or a couple of weeks even, maybe not even in a couple of months, but over time, Paramount Global could be playing in this window right here, which could be anywhere from, $18 to $22, $24. That's where we could be playing in with, here with Paramount Global in the short term, and we'll see if it plays out. It's up 9% on the day. Like I said today, guys, breaking out, and there could be more upside, in my opinion. So that's number one. Number two, which is pretty beaten down, is Starbucks, ticker symbol SBUX. Starbucks back in the middle of November, just about 2 weeks ago. And by the way, today's the 1st of December. Hope you guys have a great holiday season, a great December. And it's the last month of the year, man. Crazy. 2023 went by like that. So let's make the most of it, guys. I appreciate you all for tuning in and just supporting the content over the years, over the course of this year. You guys are awesome. I hope you do have a great rest of your 2023. So Starbucks right now is down about $8 to $10 from the recent highs that we hit after earnings. If you guys remember, this company reported earnings, it looks like on the 2nd of November. Yeah, 2nd of November, it went from $91 all the way to $108. Now it's back to $98, so we're still up around $7. From earnings, we can see that pretty clearly here, which is good for the bulls overall. We're still up around 8%, but we have come down pretty much every single day since the middle of November. We haven't had a green day in Starbucks stock in quite some time, and now it's approaching the 180 moving average here, which puts it at a very oversold spot on the 4-hour chart. Now, this is going to be the moment of truth for the bulls, right? Do we get buyers to come in right at that moving average and hold a higher low? Do we get that? Or do we flush through this point, start to go mid-low 90s, which obviously would not be good for the bulls? So right now, I'm looking to see if we do get some sort of spike or consolidation, some buying pressure at this point right here. That's what I'm watching out for on Starbucks, and we'll see maybe if we can get some sort of, relief rally or a bounce back off that point. So the next one is Nike, ticker symbol NKE. This one's now starting to look pretty good. Like the first stock, Paramount Global, Nike was downtrending for months, and now it's been reversing over the past month and a half. We have a golden cross. We're above the moving averages now, and we hit 87.50. Geez, guys, that was back in the end of September. Now the stock's at $112 per share. It is up around 25%, almost 30% from those lows, off those lows, and now we're officially breaking above the highs from, it looks like, August, July, where we hit about 110. So we're taking out 110. Now we're at 112, which could open up the next window here, which it is. I mean, now we're trying to fill this gap to 115, which if 115 were to break, now we're talking maybe a move back to the highs from back in May, back in April, where we were trading in the 120 to 130 range. That's where this could be going, guys, if momentum continues to persist, which right now bulls do have control on the stock. So the next one is Johnson & Johnson, guys, which this was beaten down pretty drastically from 175 to 145 over the course of a couple of weeks there, about 2 months. It went down 18%, and then we saw a bit of a double bottom at 145. You guys can see that double bottom. Let me show you here. One. You guys see the second one too. And since that point, over the past 2-3 weeks, we've been slowly starting to break out. We're above the moving averages now. We're taking out the highs over the last couple of weeks, and it looks like to me, guys, we're on our way, back on our way to the mid-high hundreds on the stock. Well, I guess we already are at 155, so we are technically in the mid-hundreds right now. But if we do clearly break above this point, which we haven't done yet, but if we do break above this 155 mark, which was the low from back in the end of July, also beginning of September, if we break that point, we could then fill the gap maybe to 160, which was the high from the middle of October. If that were to break, maybe 165 could be right around the corner here on J&J. So keep your eyes on this one, guys. Slowly starting to reverse. Still pretty beaten down on the 4-hour chart. Let's see if more upside is in store for Johnson & Johnson. And the last one here, guys, and by the way, if you stuck till the end, I appreciate you all. As always, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments, say stuck till the end or something like that. I appreciate you all for tuning in. The last one here is one that is very beaten down, probably the most beaten down on the list. It is Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE. This stock today is down 4.5%, and overall throughout the course of this year, it is down way more than just that. It started off the year at about $55 or $50 per share. Now it's at what, 29? It's down almost 45%, and a lot of this has to do with the massive decline in the CV Vax sales. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. That is obviously what's going on here. Massive decline in those sales. But I think overall, this company, whether you like the CV Vax or this or that, we're not going to get into that debate in this video, right? That's not the point of this video. I still think this company, the stock price will bounce back at some point. It's still arguably a blue chip stock, right? Very high, paying dividend yield, which we're not going to get into in this video. I think the dividend yield's like 5%, 5.5%, something like that. And this is one that is not showing any signs of a reversal on the 4-hour chart. It's still downtrending. In fact, we just hit a fresh low, I think, earlier today. So there's no signs of a reversal. But if you look at the max chart here, it's going to show you that we're very beaten down. We're approaching a multi-year low pretty much. We're right by the 180 moving average on this max chart, which, we're still arguably holding an uptrend. This could be a spot where, and it's likely to take some time, but this is a spot where we could get some buying over the course of the next couple of months, in my opinion, right? Whether it's $25, 28, $30, 29 bucks, where we are now, I have no idea, but I think we could get some sort of buying here and maybe a recovery run, whether it's in the back half of 2024, maybe early 2024. I don't know, but overall, Pfizer is one that I'm looking at with a longer time horizon in mind, not so much a 1-2 week turnaround type deal. This is one that I'm looking at for a couple month play potentially. So keep your eyes on these 5 stocks, guys: Paramount Global, Starbucks, Nike, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks, and don't forget to get your free stocks for Moo using that link down below. Once you guys open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. And if you fund your account at least $1,000 on top of those 5 stocks you just got, you get 10 more stocks, each of those up to $2,000, guys. So get your 15 stocks, each up to $2,000 from Moo. Link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.